YouTube just announced some pretty big changes coming to monetization on July 15th, 2025. And if you're running an AI-driven channel or relying heavily on reused content, this could really affect you big time. Hello, while I'm working on today's piece, I just wanted to talk about something that's been going around. YouTube is officially changing its monetization rules starting July 15th, 2025. If you create content or even thinking about starting a channel, this is a pretty big deal. So here's the situation. To be monetized on YouTube, you still need 1,000 subscribers and either 4,000 public watch hours in the last 12 months or 10 million valid short views in the last 90 days. That part still hasn't changed, but what has changed is how YouTube defines content that qualifies as original and authentic. Basically, YouTube is cracking down on the whole mass-produced and repetitious content, especially content with little to no creative input. This is aimed at channels that pump out tons of low effort content. An example are those people that do like reaction views. I believe Sniper Wolf is like watching a lot of these.
Boys, go to game chat. We're about to roast. You guys are
damn, bro, good games, man. You guys are a hell of a team, bro. I can't even lie, man. You guys got some really good players, man. Send me a friend request, man. Maybe we can play.
Same thing with AI videos, that it's just like you put in a prompt and then you put it into YouTube and then just pumping these out like they're nothing and then call it a day. And this also goes for people that repost a ton of memes. They're just reposting things that were already a thing out there. And this is the kind of stuff that really clogs up the platform and makes it harder to find creators that are actually doing something new or personal or actually putting in a lot of effort versus those that is just putting out a bunch of AI slop. Now, just because I mentioned Sniper Wolf and stuff like that, they're not banning reaction channels or compilations outright, but they're saying that if you're going to use other content, you need to transform it in some way, with commentary, editing, your own personality, literally anything than just copy and pasting. This all comes after a big rise in what people were calling the content farms, which were faceless channels that mass-produce videos with automated tools just to game the algorithm. These channels can upload 20 or more videos a day with minimum effort, pushing out creators who actually care about the stuff they're putting out. I understand from YouTube's perspective that they may have been overwhelmed with all this stuff, but this is really flooding recommendations, driving down quality, and leaves less room for creators who are actually trying to build something meaningful. So what this update is doing is shifting the focus back to creators who are actually putting in real thought and care into what they upload. This is moving towards more quality over quantity, and in theory, this is a really good thing. But the concern is how this will be enforced. YouTube says it's about low effort spam, but vague rules like repetitious or inauthentic can sometimes be applied in weird ways. There's always that fear that small creators might get flagged unfairly, which I have seen across the board from YouTube, Etsy, just with all sorts of things. So like my personal take is that like this change makes sense for the long run. It gives YouTube a reason to push creators who bring something fresh to the platform rather than just whoever uploads the most. It's frustrating that we've even gotten to this point, but I'm hoping it brings more attention back to passion-driven content. This might also make it easier for people who actually care about what they're making to finally stand out, which very excited for all those people. I've been finding a bunch of small channels and I'm like, why haven't you guys blown up? And I've had people telling me that too, like why my content hasn't blown up. Anyways, that's where my mind has been while I've been working on this piece. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Do you think YouTube's doing the right thing? Do these kinds of updates help or hurt creators? And I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.